Hello and good morning. It is Friday, and it is a good Friday. Well, so far. So far, so good. Can't complain too much. Ah. So yesterday, I did like a little bit of what I said I was going to do after stream. I got a few things done. Not everything I got done. I did not really look at my computer too much, funny enough, because I found a corner of my craft room that really needed to be cleaned, and now it's very clean and updated and organized, and I'm glad for it. Today we are finishing out 820, and we're going to tackle a slightly bigger color of 3750. Both shades of blue. As I continue to avoid working on black. So if we get 3750 done before the end of stream today, I'm going to pick away at smaller colors again. Find it's the only way I'm really getting them done. Now it is time to figure out where I need to be. Okay, that's the top line there. Okay. Because it's weird spots. Weird spots where I'm at. There we go. Doopy-doo. So the last little bit of this area is there's 3 rows. I'm gonna do this one row all on its own, and then the next 2 rows only have like a couple of stitches in between. So I'm gonna work on those. Like I'm going down a forest path. Did a lot of cleaning yesterday. Got a lot of dust out. I went through 3 really big cleaning rags. Because when I dust, what I do is I get the rag wet so it doesn't go up in the air. Or I try to. Most of the time I try to, because just putting it back up in the air just lets it settle somewhere else. But a wet rag gets it gone. Let's see if I can make sure. I don't have any dogs today, so I'm going to turn off the pupper cam. Husband Creature's home, so the doggos are downstairs because they hang out with him more when he's home. A little less stress on my system. Not much, because I'm smart with my resource management. And I also moved my desk a little bit, so like you can kind of see all of my stuff and stuff. I haven't decided the right angle yet. You can look down upon me. Well, hello, Spoopy. How are you? Oh, long time no see. I hope life has been treating you well. That came out like a question, and it wasn't meant to be. I was hearing a sound as I was saying the word well, and across my brain, in my brain, it went, what does that sound? But what came out of my mouth was, well? I've had a couple of those the past few weeks. Is where I've tried to go to sleep, and the answer is apparently no. But since it is Friday, and I've already started to stream. This is the first week, and goodness knows how long, that I've actually had a normal stream week. I haven't had to cancel. I haven't had to do any overnights. I haven't had to do any overtime. I'm incredibly thankful for it. I got all of my scheduled days up. It has been fantastic. So I'm very happy about that. Mind you, the next I do a 3 to 11 tonight, and then I do 2 12s. I do 7 to 7 Saturday and Sunday. But the fact that I had 1 week that was normal-ish, normal in my world. Yeah, so I turn off the pupper cam because there were no puppers here, and Pixie decides to come lay down. It's just such a Pixie move. Oh my goodness. Where is my needle? There it is. I'm almost. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm almost on another page on Divine here. I haven't had to resort to walking to work yet, which is always a good thing. Well, honestly, I live close enough to work that walking in would be great, but walking home at 11 at night, just where I live, is just not it's not a safe thing. My brain isn't working. Musical laundry is always fun, though. Who doesn't love a good rousing game of switcheroo, laundry do? I'm just trying to. This area's a little messed up, so I'm kind of freewheeling it here. I got 2 planned colors, and then goodness knows. The Offspring just popped into my head. Oh, I am fine as long as it's not horribly humid. Before 4th of July was very humid, very hot, like just kill me now levels. Just because of the moisture in the air, it gets in my joints and it really, really hurts. It's been a dry heat this week, so it hasn't been as bad. My workplace has no air conditioning. I mean, the residents' rooms have air conditioning, but the workplace itself doesn't have air conditioning, so it's kind of rough. And I've been doing showers and baths this week. It's all the way around, all the way around good. I can't, I can and currently am complaining, but you don't realize how nice a shower is till you can't get it when you want it. Well, we have duct tape. I mean, I mean, at least at least media wise, Maine has been all up in the business of the media. So I am definitely done with that level of spotlight. Oh, hey, look, I'm in my own stream. I really need to. We finally got some sort of normalcy going on in this color area. Yeah, the two big spots. Oh my goodness. I go and I play with the camera and it decides that it wants to agree with gravity. Keeps drooping. I have droopy camera syndrome. Since I'm really only doing singles, I'm gonna just work my way back. Fill in the spots. But yeah, we'll get some more stuff filled in today. What color is? I gotta see. I know what color I'm working on. What color is that? 38, 42? Okay, cool. That's one of the colors on the list. Yeah. Well, not this week. Next time we meet. Because next week we're gonna continue on with our hope of no surprises with call dance. I'm enjoying not having too many horrible surprises. To be completely honest, I had quite enough of that the past 6 months. And even just getting 1 week, where it was drama free, relatively normal expectations. Not too much to ask these days. Is it too much to ask to just go to work and have to do your job? Like, oh, damn it. Okay. Well, I forgot to hit the check mark and then I switched colors and Pattern Keeper. It was just like, oh, hey, switching colors, yay! So I gotta select all the spots that I didn't select. Okay, so there's that there. Mm-hmm. I love getting a color finish early in the day. Woohoo! One of the colors I was working on today has less than 100 stitches in the entire project. And I was like, why did you even use this color? Like, you could have easily just used a color that was nearby and it wouldn't have made any difference. And I sometimes question pattern makers when they do stuff like that. Like, because if you mess up or you miss it, if you miss the color, and inevitably it's going to happen, goodness knows I've done it enough. In the big picture, when you back out, not even the pattern maker is going to go, oh, you missed that one shade lighter color right there. Because, yeah. These are the hard things in my life. It's okay. I hate that I'm going to have to start a new piece of string for like 8 stitches. Oh, I have to turn on the pupper cam because both the puppers are here for now. I show them all. Look at how cute, look at how cute they be. Look at how cute they be. So I finally caught video of the squirrels trying to get up the bird feeder pole that I put Vaseline on. Finally, the squirrel tries to climb up it, slides down. He doesn't even try again. Like, I thought my squirrels were way, because I have Cajun squirrels. I have squirrels that the cayenne pepper that I put in the bird seed, whatever, is what they say. Um, but yeah, the squirrel jumps on the pole, slides down, gives it a dirty look, and walks off. I'm like, where is my entertainment? Where is your ambition? Are you? I'm like, bad squirrel, no cookies. Mm-hmm. Yep, I don't have enough string. I gotta start a new piece of string. How many stitches? Okay, it's enough. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough. Also, I'll warn you guys, just because it just came across my mind. If I drop off, there's apparently been internet outages in my area, and it's just what happens. So, if I drop off, I may be back. I may not be back. Who knows? Mm-hmm. But now, since I am having the opportunity, I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. Because it's just easier to stitch that way. Mm-hmm. I don't have any deep topics to talk about today. Mostly because I had yesterday off and I spent most of my after stream time organizing and cleaning all my gemstones and rocks and stuff like that. So there's a lot of dust. That's all I got to say about it. It was a lot of dust because I haven't really cleaned I haven't cleaned that area of my craft room since I rearranged it last, and I didn't even clean it when I rearranged it last because I wasn't feeling it when I did it. But yesterday, apparently, instead of doing all of the other things that I wanted to do, my ADHD self got my gemstones and precious rocks cleaned, and all their decorations and stands. So. Really? I'm just all jumping around here. Okay, back up here. Mm-hmm. I did not leave my house yesterday because the road was mostly hard to. The road was not worth it. And I think they're still doing the same stuff again today. So. Oh, I already got that area. There we go. Okay, I think 825 is all done, or 820 is all done. Let's zoom out a little bit. Go pattern keeper power. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did get that. Swapped out. Never hit the check mark. Okay. So 820 is all done. Woohoo! At least on this page. 820 still has 3,800 stitches to go. So we are not done with 820, but for now, means I can cross it off on my page. We are moving on to 3750. As soon as I put away my 820, because this is how I lose colors. Is if I don't put it away while I'm talking about it, I lose the color, and then I have to go into my giant bin to pull another skein of the color just to find the other color as soon as I've gotten the one that I prepared all set up. So, no more of that. Okay. Time 37. Cesar left because husband creature went downstairs. Pixie is staring at the door. Those are her paying attention ears that you're seeing. Oh, Cesar coming back? I think he might be. I know husband creature's going out to get his oil changed, so. So when that's the case, Cesar comes to me because I'm the spare. filling in some. I'm gonna be filling in a significant amount of white actually. This entire ear tip is gonna be all nice and filled in, which kind of makes me happy. I like the blank spots going away. Like, get me a stitch count, yeah! But not, well. I think they're jackhammering. Yep, they're jackhammering. So we gotta pay attention to this. We got 2. We got 1. Skip 1. 2. And I'm gonna fill in this spot here because we don't go over that part again in this area. And I don't like to waste string. Not when I can avoid it. right there. Did I use it? Hmm. Okay. Oh, I think this is one of the areas where I got to do part in one area and part in another. The poo bird. But it's okay. It still looks good. All of that covered. Now all of this covered. Hi, dragon. Oh, Gravity and I are not besties today. Hmm. Oh, the jackhammer is gonna drive me bananas because it's not through my house because I've worked so hard for so long to soundproof it. It's not the full sound. It's just the low end of the jackhammering because I don't have enough money to block. I can block high end sounds, but unfortunately, bass is harder to block, and when they're railing on the bedrock of the street, it's much harder to ignore. And I mean, it's nothing overt. Don't get me wrong. No one else in my house would notice it. The dogs are unbothered. Husband creature's unbothered. Only I'm bothered because sound. be too. I think this area that I'm working on now is all. It is. It's all just this color. I've got it framed in. I can go to town and not have to worry. My phone is going crazy. Oh my goodness. Three in a row. Well, I was saying earlier, this is the first week in God knows how long that I said goodness before, but now that I'm warmed up, that I've been able to do and had the energy to do my stream every single day I normally do in the week, and I haven't had any extra shifts, no surprise overnights. Like, it is legit been a good week for me, and I'm more than grateful for it. Work has been relatively stable. Like, there's still a lot of instability at work. I'm not even gonna like give it like, oh hey, work is it's not, but it has been stable enough this week. And sometimes that's the key. Sometimes is recognizing that it's been a shitty week. You, much like myself and everybody else on the planet Earth, seemingly, have had just week after week after week of just absolute shit. Now, I'm taking this small win. There's been plenty of fun and excitement, but I'm taking the small win that in the category of my job, it has been no surprises. No surprises. And as I say this, I know that I have to go in at 3 in the afternoon, and that might be why my phone is going crazy, so I might have to turn around and look. But I mean, it's one of the reasons why, like, when doing the colors on the cross stitch, that sometimes I just tackle a smaller color, just to say I got a color finish. I know it's nothing horribly impressive. Oh, hey, you did 3 stitches, woo! But it's still just that little baby step forward. Or even if you didn't move forward, but you didn't go backwards, that's also a good week. And it's, again, I'm not trying to spread toxic positivity, because no. I just try to focus on the good, because that brings me more joy than dwelling on the bad. And their active choices. That's not. And while yes, most of the time I wake up and I'm in a relatively good mood. Like, can I get cranky? Yeah, absolutely. But overall, I'm the kind of person that I don't waste my breath on mal feelings. Do I have them? I absolutely. I have so many bad feelings. But I try to use the energy I have. Funny enough, I get energy from getting angry, which is a whole nother messed up part of my brain. But I try to use that energy for productive and good things. I try to turn it around, and that's the best I can do on any given day. Okay. Fill the tippy top of the ear in. Where am I going next? Because I know there's more to this puzzle, but my hands aren't working properly. Okay. So there are essentially two more lines of this. There's a line on the broad outside, and then there's a line on the inside here. So I'm going to tackle the outside. I'm going to go from the outside in. And if there are any school supplies I can help out with, please just tell me. Even if it's school supplies for you, if there's anything I can help with, just ask. I can't promise like instantaneous, but I might be able to help either by getting the item or tossing you a few bucks so you can get the item. Same goes for you, Jules. And you, Spoopy, if you're still paying attention. Okay, so now I gotta figure out where I'm going. Okay, so I got the anchor one. And then there's this area with those, and then this area with that, this area with that. Okay. Yeah, I feel that. I remember my parents always used to be like, "We need to go school shopping now," but I'm like, I just got out of school. Yeah. Yep, I remember. And as I got older, that's what I did. Nope. You do. Very bottom. Okay, so need that one. There's gonna be some wild and crazy counting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Working in an area where I messed up a little bit, so some colors, some colors will appear and some won't. Oh, something happened. Something happened to the point my computer was telling me, so. Here, it gets back to normal. Mm-hmm. And there is one big color left, so there's only so many little lines you'll have to put up with me doing. I don't feel like black today. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. It's because they don't know they're getting the 2026 school gear, and those 2025 notebooks are trash, even though they all look the same. I guarantee you my 2000 notebooks look the same as the 2026 notebooks. The only reason I'm being a dweeb like that is because when I was cleaning yesterday, I came across my college notebooks with my college notes, and I've kept them to remind myself how smart I am. The notes that I took, the classes I was in, because it's been 20 years. Oh God. And sometimes I forget some of the things that I learned, some of the things that I wrote down, like just kind of going back and reading and seeing where I was 20 years ago. Just it brings me joy, and it inspires me and motivates me to do new different things. Yes, I do have college rules. As I got older, um, and I could buy the notebooks I wanted because I'm left-handed. I tried to buy the top flip notebooks, and yes, they're a little bit more expensive, but as someone who is left-handed, um, it it helped me so much in existing. hate construction on my street. I hate it so much. Like, my road in front of my house is now all blocked up because people have to use my 1.5 car wide, and we're talking 1.5 Prius wide, 1.5 Prius wide road, and they are bringing. Right now, I'm looking at a 350 pulling a bare minimum 2-ton trailer, maybe a 2-ton trailer. It's one of the big white storage trailers, enclosed storage trailer, and they're just going backwards down my street the wrong way. Gives me so much anxiety. But also, I know if I got hit by one of those, I would be set. Because mind you, it's only 25 on my road, but absolutely, I have I as soon as I could afford to buy my own school supplies, 5 stars what I bought. My dad being the frugal one, he always bought me the 4 for $1. Mind you, I know that's not the price that they go for now, but it's just the 4 for $1 glued together kind of thing. Starting to realize that sometimes I'm dyslexic in my stitching, and that's why I have mistakes where I have them, because it's the pattern. It's the perfect pattern, just backwards. And I don't recognize it until I'm trying over here going, the fuck did I do? Yeah. Yep. I remember when 5-star was like, you had 5-star, you were the it kid. You were the cool kid who had the heavy duty stuff. I used to buy mine at Martin's when they were like 90% off and they were just clearance. Mm-hmm. Oh, my butt's sticking. It's not hot, but I'm still sticking. Mm-hmm. Yay, it's back to lining up again. Incoming ad break. 19 seconds. I actually had to pull up my Twitch chat today because my OBS is being a dick. Yeesh, yeah. Oh. Oh. I don't want to answer the phone. All the sounds are going off. But now I'm going to check to see who called. My road is apparently very popular today. A lot of my phone is camera, so. Holy crap. Growth spurts. Yeah. Keep me in the loop if you need boots or something. I think last year I did pretty good with boot presents. With boots. Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Oh no. Is it blueberries? There are a lot of fruits going on. You're just. This is a game we could play. So, while it's a fantastic source of fiber, be careful. Mango is a good one. Mango is also a very good source of fiber. That works. That is a lot of raisins. I remember my time when I was obsessed with raisins. I still like them, but I have to be in a mood for them. Mm-hmm. Nice. That's a nice program. Mm-hmm. Okay, line one is almost done. And in all fairness, that is way better. Sticking to the real stuff is way better. Way more expensive, but better. Because I can't, like, I try to explain to the residents who are like, oh, cranberry juice will. Oh, I'm like, the stuff we get here at work is all sugar. There's no cranberry in it. And they They do not like that I say that. Even though it is the truth, they do not like it. Oh, yeah. Okay. We got the first line. Hold on. Oh, oh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling so much. I like having, see, for me, I like having a reason why. I like having the answer to why my quirks exist. Why the fuck do I do this? And now that I have an answer, because something about, oh, it's just how I am, just wasn't sitting well, because I knew that other people weren't like me. So, oh, everybody's just like that. Did not work well for me. And I think that's, I have a whole lot of coffee mugs. And I know you can use any drink in coffee mugs. But for me, it's like only hot beverages go in coffee mugs. But I have most of my cups are coffee mugs. And I could use them for cold drinks, but my brain says no. They're for hot drinks only. And I'm like, we need to have a conversation about this, brain. My brain tells me to screw off and I end up only using them for hot beverages. Okay. Starting a new piece of string. Time to go back up to the top and work my way back down. Okay. I'm looking at the time. Once if I get done this, it's gonna call it a stream. Okay. I got my vision all set. You guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. You can see that I have the boy. I had to look and see who it was. Because when they lay on the floor like that, it's at first glance it's hard. Got a lot filled into that. Why would people look at you weird for doing that? Like, people are weird. Okay. Oh, husband creature. Oh, yeah, he's out getting his oil changed, and he just realized how expensive it is. Oh no. See, the traumatizing thing my parents did to me when that happened is they would ask me, they the first time they explained to me crying over spilt milk, but after that was essentially, why are we crying over spilt milk? And so that was that I'm gonna trauma share there. It's like, it sucks, totally sucks. No need to cry about it. That's a weird one. Sorry, coming out of my mouth. I'm mind you, no throwing stones here, but that registers as odd for me. Yeah, there's all kinds of. I don't know as if I'm going to be able to get out. Well, I have a few hours. I always leave redonkulously early, so. mind you, my dad was very gentle about crying over spilt milk. He asked questions. He's like, why do you feel this way about this? Like he therapied my way through the explaining of don't cry over spilled milk. Don't get me wrong, still very traumatizing though. That's the first thing I thought of as soon as you said that she was crying over 3 broken eggs. Is why are we crying over spilt milk? Is what my brain just jumped to. And I'm gonna end that end that spiel with there were signs. Yeah, up here an oil change went from about like $55 to now it's about $75. Pig, you're fine. Ma'am. Apparently I dropped food at some point in time today, and Pixie has decided that she's going to crawl up in underneath my computer chair while I'm sitting in it to scrounge. Now, mind you, she is very soft, and I have no problems with her fur, but it was kind of surprising. Kind of surprising to have furry dog on your calf. Now she's doing the I'm sorry tail wag. No, ma'am. Lay down like your brother. Oh, and sass. And sass. Even though it's kind of messed up. I Doopy doo. This area is like really messed up. And I'm like, when do I get back to normal? Can I get back to normal now? some areas where the pattern is backwards. It's the same pattern, just backwards. And this is one of the areas where it's just, this is the color that we're doing. This is where it is. Mm-hmm. And I have a couple over in the inner ear, but I'll get those when I hit the You, teacher, are a judgy bitch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to start. Okay, I was like, if I have to cut another length, we're calling it. We're calling it today. But no, I still. Three. Oh, two color finishes on screen. On stream, I got like 3 or 4 done today. La 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 la. Oh yeah, perfect. And I did not mean to. I did not mean to like come off as rude about that. It just, that was the first thing that popped into my mind is we don't need to cry over spilled milk. It is. Twitch is being a special snowflake, and I'm sorry. Okay. Yay! I did something good. Okay, I did my good thing for the day. Everything else is just a crapshoot. Oh, yeah. No, I at least have to give my dad that level of credit. Like, and it wasn't all the time. It wasn't all the time that it was that calm. But that's why, like, I try not to like be like, oh my god, it's complicated. There's that one. We're going till this color is done, friends. We're going till this color is done. And it's almost done. Yeah, I quite often got, if you're gonna cry, I'll give you something to cry about. Um, and I think that's part of the reason I have issues crying. Like, why, as soon as I start to cry, I stop, even if I have a valid reason. Um, if I start to cry and I'm anywhere where anybody can see me, I start to stop. And it takes a lot of work to undo those patterns in order to teach the next generation to not even have those patterns in their brain. Because I know a lot of what I went through is because generational trauma. It's just how it is. But I also know I can be the one to help not keep it going. Even if I don't have kids myself, I can help others not worry about it. In the last few stitches, let's all trauma dump. Okay. I did under 225 stitches today. How many stitches did I do? I did under 225. Above, I'll close it in between 200 and 225. And my sugar's not crashing, so not anymore. It was at the start of stream. Oh wait, 240. 240, 200 and 240. Because apparently I need my vision checked again. Okay, so the answer is 235. So Jules get the um Jules gets the invisible prize. I don't know. So that brings us up to 12.93%. We will hit the goal of 13% this month, so I'm pleased with that. Just cracked 37,000 stitches on this, so that's pretty cool. But that concludes my adventures for today. Thank you for the gift of your time. Remember to drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others, be kind to others without harming yourself. Stepping away is okay, and silence is an answer. I love you all. Thank you for the gift of your time. I will see everybody on Tuesday because I am working overnights this weekend. I will not be back until Tuesday at 10. And I'm lurking if you need me. Thank you again.